All right. So let's begin. Where did we stop yesterday? So yesterday we were at rank 10890, but today one guy has passed me, global rank, but not country rank. Country rank is same. Okay. And let's see. Let's see if I can climb more ranks today. Okay. So let me unpin this. Okay. All right. So 11 has been completed yesterday. So this is what it looks like. Let me make it a little bit bigger. All right. Closed connection by port. Why is that? Okay. So it's responding now. Control C, paste it, enter, and bandit 11. Bandit 11 has been solved. So which means I have typed vshell here. Okay. So we've already solved this challenge. Nothing has changed. So what do we need to do in 11? Let's go to 11, and here the password for the next level is in data.txt, where all lower cases and upper cases have been rotated by 13 positions. Okay, so basically they are saying rot 13. So basically there is a website called rot13.com, so you can use that. Let's see, ls cat data.txt, and you can just copy this, control C, control V, and here is your password. So pretty easy, right? So you can also try using some other commands like tr command, and let me just show you that. Cat data.txt with coupled with tr, and so in here we have to have two positions, something like this. And in these positions what you need to do is you need to mention the initial position, which means A to Z and capital A to Z. Okay, so if this is the initial position, then what would be the final position of each character? So you could say N to Z and A to M, which means you have rotated 13 characters, and continue with N to Z and A to M. Okay, so this would also give us the password. Okay, you don't have to go to another website. You can get from the command line tools itself. All right, so let's see, let's copy bandit 12 and exit out of this, and let's see, paste it, and here we are. And once we are here, let's type vshell. That would give us points and update the score in vshell.com, vshell.net. So yes, I solved it, and okay, the country rank has changed. Let me update it. Okay, so next one. Okay, so country rank doesn't change, so we'll continue with that. And let me see the chat. And hi Vedant, how are you today? And let me see what we have in 12. Password for the next level is data.txt, which is hex dump and repeatedly compressed for, oh my god. So this is really a headache, but still I'll tell you a couple of ways you can solve it. Okay, so let's see. ls, and here is data.txt, cat data.txt, and this would give us a hex dump. A hex dump would look like something like this, which would is actually binary representation of the same thing. So if there is a dot, which means it cannot represent that character. Okay, so that's it. And what do we need to do? We need, once you see a hex dump, you can actually convert it into a file using xxd command. Okay, so xxd -r and data.txt. Okay, so this would actually expect an output. Okay, so you can actually create a new temp directory, something like mktemp, which would actually create a file in /tmp, or you can actually add -d, which would actually create a directory. Okay, temporary directory in /tmp. So once this is done, you just copy it, and you can just say chmod 777 to this. Okay, so the permissions, I have given complete permissions to everyone. Okay, this is not a security thing right now because I'm just trying to solve it and be done with it. So okay, cool, your country rank is 64. Hi Vedant. That's pretty interesting. So so I'll give you something to work on. So this is not actually my main account. This is an alt account, as you know. So if you just go to Tor hat, so this is my account. Okay, so I'm gonna paste it in the chat. You can just go through it, and this is my current rank. I have to once I come to this rank, I will continue with the Tor hat account. I'm gonna just remove this Solomon account, and I'll continue with the Tor hat account. Okay, so just letting you know. And yeah, nice 41. Yep. All right, so where were we? Okay, so control C, I mean just cd this would actually move to this. So just a recap, mktemp/d, and then it will give us this chmod 777, and so that you can do whatever you want with this directory, cd to this directory, and you can just copy this data.txt from home directory to this directory. Okay, so now we have it. So you can actually xxt hyphen reverse, which would actually okay, you're gonna benefit from over the wire. So yeah, we can actually work on some things. See, as you know, I'm currently working on bandit. Okay, so I'm not sure if you have completed others as well, so you can try from here. Okay, these are pretty hard, I guess. So you can try to work on them and get something out of this. Okay, start from here and try to make some sense, and if you can make it, and we will actually show your part of this walkthrough as well. Okay, so you'd be highlighted. Okay, natives, okay, Yeah, these things are cool. And Krypton is cryptography. Narnia is basic buffer overflow. And Behemoth is, I think, it's advanced buffer overflow, I think. Okay. Mm, yeah, these things are pretty cool. You can actually work on them. So till here it's fine. I mean, we can work out something, but from here it's gonna get really hard. Okay, let's see. It is 4 out of 10. Okay, difficulty level. Okay, so no problem, you can just follow through, no problem. um okay, we'll try to finish off as fast as we can, and you'll understand how you can actually solve all of those things. Okay, just removing this. Let's go back and xxd-r data.txt, and you can say something like, um, password dot something. Okay, or else you can just say pass. Okay, so now it has created this. Again, you can actually say what kind of file this is, and it says gzip compressed data. Okay, so you can actually use gzip to decrypt the whole thing, but I will tell you a shortcut. Okay, and this shortcut is gonna help you a lot. So you have this command, right? Instead of outputting, you can actually pipe it to file dash. Okay, so what this actually does is, this will take the output from here, and instead of storing it to a file like a pass, it will actually send it to a command, and this dash will represent that file. Okay, the temporary file. So let's see what happens. It gives the same output, right? So it's actually standard in. It's not a file this time. This is taken from standard in directly. Okay, so what you can do now is you can chain the whole thing and do something like uh, xxd -r data.txt, and once you know that you are using gzip, you can actually say something like zcat. The zcat will actually uh, try to uh, give the output of the gzip extracted content. You know that gzip, right? Gzip-d will actually decompress the whole thing, and this would be the output. It's something like cat, but for archives. Okay, so something like cat command for archives. So you can actually leave it at here, but if you try to combine it with uh, file dash, just like we did before, this will actually give us the next this compressed data, which is here. This one is actually bzip2 compressed data. Okay, so you can actually say that now this time it is bzip, right? So you can say busycat, and again file dash. This would give this, and let's go back, and this time it is gzip, right? So again zcat, and this, and now you have POSIX tar archive. So this time you can say tar hyphen x capital O, and this would also extract and send the output to the standard in. Okay, and this one also give a POSIX tar archive, and since it is star archive, you can actually do the same thing, hyphen x0, and this would actually give, okay, sorry, x, I forgot x, and this would give bzip again. So now it is busy cat, and this would give POSIX star archive, again tar hyphen x0, x capital O, sorry, and this would give gzip, again zcat, and this would give ASCII text. Once you see that the output of this is ASCII text, you can actually remove the file command, and this would actually give the password for this. Okay, so the beauty of this command is you don't have to create a temporary directory to do this. Okay, so I'm going back here. Okay, so I can actually paste it over here because the file actually exists in the home directory, and this would actually work. Okay, so you don't need to create any of these files or any of these directories, and you can directly print out everything from the home directory. Okay, sounds cool, right? Hard difficulties make more smart. Yeah, yes, chain. We can use zcat for all types of files. No, I don't think we can use zcat for all types of files. Let me check. Since it is bzip, you cannot use this. As you can see, it just messed up the whole thing. So you cannot do that. If it is bzip, you have to use bzcat. Or if it is something else, you have to use that. Okay. So I used to have a cheat sheet in, it's not cheat sheet, it's a list of commands, I would say. So all these commands like xxd, zcat and everything. So I used to store it in cherry tree, but now I have shifted to Notion. Notion is pretty actually uh, it's pretty safe. I think it's not secure, but it is safe. Okay, so you don't have to worry about where to store your cheat sheets and all. It's all in one place, Notion, right? So that's why I choose Notion to store the data, cheat sheets or whatever. All right, so let's copy the password. Control Shift C, bandit 13, paste it. mm, you can have a public link. I'm not sure I can share it with everybody. You can have it, no problem. um but it's all messed up, only I can understand. You can actually request the link in LinkedIn, so I'll send you there. Is that okay? Okay, cool. And all right, but not right now. After the session, just remind me that I'll send you. Okay. All right, so bandit 12 is completed. Now exit. Let's go up. 13. Okay, the password is this, I guess. All right, yes. So clear. Okay, did I change this thing? Okay, no. To go back. All right. So it did not change, right? 10395. All right. So now it's gonna change actually. Now let me type VHL. This should actually update it here. Okay, solved. Okay, it's not updated yet. Oh, cool. We're gonna pass 5 digits and we're gonna reach 4 digits in global ranking. That would be cool. Let me see. Country rank did not change. Interesting. Let's go to the next one. Let's try to speed things up. Okay, what do I have here? Okay, we have a SSH private key. So you can actually use the SSH private key to move to the next level. So all you have to do is, I'm gonna tell you some tricks over here. So first one is basic SSH. You can say SSH bandit 14 directly from here. Okay, since we are directly here, you can actually say bandit 14 at localhost, or you can say bandit 14 at bandit. Okay, so because you know that this is the server and this is the user, so you can directly say bandit. But if you are doing it from outside, you have to say the whole thing like bandit over the wire and everything. Okay, and you have to mention the port as well. Okay, so let me use localhost. Okay, so once I do localhost, I have to give the port number 2220. If I do not give 2220, it is going to take a default port as 22. Okay, so let me show you that as well. Okay, SSH private key, and that's all. You don't have to do anything, and I don't think you can actually do that. Okay. Right, so as you can see, I did not use -p2220, and as you can see, it says default port is 22, but it does not exist. The server is not in that location. So 2220, the service is not in that location, that port. Okay, so you have to mention the port in which the service is running, and in this case 2220 is the port, and this should actually work. Okay, so now I've logged into bandit 14. So first thing I do is vshell, and okay, it says unknown user. Okay, so why does it say unknown user? So I'm logging in from bandit 13, right? So it actually remembers the SSH information of bandit 13 and not mine. So in this case, what I do is I can actually copy the whole SSH key, or do that, or I can actually download the SSH key. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how to do that right now. Okay, so you can use scp command and 2220 and bandit 13 at this location, which is this one, right? And in this location you need to say that I want something from the home directory of bandit 13, which represents this, the home directory of bandit 13. And in this location I know that there is a ssh key dot private file. Okay, so once you have that file, bring that and dump it in my location where I want to say that it's documents slash over the wire, and this should do it, right? So in this location, let's see. Okay, it's asking for password of bandit 13. So let's see, I'm giving the password, and okay, is it directory? Okay, so I should mention a file or something. Is it directory? Okay, hold on. So let's say documents, let's say, okay, so it's not a file. Okay, sorry. Okay, it's not a directory, so it's a file. Okay, so cat over the wire. Okay, so it's actually storing the information of the bandit. Okay, so sorry. So let's see, let's delete it. Let's remove over the wire, Let's create, what to say. Okay, we have rank of awesome here, right? And okay, so let me separate this mkdir over the wire and again cd over the wire. And should I include ssh bandit 13? No. So let's go back to that command, and this command should work right now. Okay, so the same thing, still in the clipboard, and it downloaded, right? So it has read, write, and read. Okay, so for some reason, like, it has too many permissions, so read write should not exist. It should only have read permissions, right? Or else read permissions for the user and not for any other permission. So you need to say something like chmod 400 and then ssh private key, something like this. So I'm not going to do this. Let me just show you without doing it. So this time I'm gonna say bandit 14, okay, not bandit 13, because this is the ssh private key of bandit 14. So at the end I can say slash I dash I and this ssh private key. Okay, so now it's not gonna ask password, but it's gonna say that this ssh private key has too many permissions. All right, so it's gonna say unprotected private key, no, I'm not gonna let you in, or something like that. Okay, so in in order to just do that, you have to say that chmod 400, which is the read permissions of this, and this would actually solve the issue. Okay, so it's not gonna ask us anything, it's gonna directly let us in. Okay, so now we directly logged in from the user, which is a student or student user, and this user has ssh information stored in .ssh/config or something like that. Okay, so in that we know that VHL information is there. Okay, so if you just type enter, this would actually update the score right here. Okay, so pretty cool, right? You learn two things at the same time. So you learn how to download the file using SSH. You know how to go use SSH private key to log in, right? Pretty cool. And once you log in, you can get the flag from slash etc slash bandit underscore pass bandit 14. Okay, so how do I know this? I know this from the website, where they would say something like your passwords are located in this location, something like that. Okay, where is it? Okay, so I think it should be here. Okay, so as you can see, they have given this information. So I know that the password is here, and this is the password for bandit 14, and bandit 14. Yep. So from here I need to find bandit 15. Okay, so I'll just see what the chat has mentioned. Hmm. Okay, yeah, yeah, you can also do that. Hold on, VHL will not work if we go from 13 to 14. Yes, you're right. Cat SSH private key and nano copy paste. Yes, you're actually just copying and pasting and everything, but yeah, this would that would also work. And scp would be useful for large files. Hmm. Yeah, scp is used for a lot of things. It's a secure connection, so yep, definitely lots of uses Let me just see. The score is updated. 9811. Wow, so fast. Hmm. All right. Country rank doesn't change. Hmm. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Clear. And let's see if I have anything here. I don't have anything here. So, what is the next level? Okay, the password for the next level can be retrieved by submitting the password for the current level in port 30,000 on localhost. Okay, so it's gonna be easy. No need to worry about it. So 14, right? Yeah. So a lot of ways you can solve this. Okay, so you can use netcat localhost or 30,000 and paste the password. It's not the password for this can be submitted here and you get the correct answer, right? Or you can also use something like telnet and do the same thing and it should give the correct answer. Okay, okay. So you can also use socat. Socat is also is a socket a concatenation or something. It's netcat. It's similar to netcat, but it is socat. So you can say you can ask for TCP connection to localhost at port 30,000 and at the end you need to keep a hyphen which would represent like something needs to be entered here something. Okay, so okay, socat is not installed, but if you have installed socat you can actually do this. Okay, or you can actually use curl telnet. I'm not sure it's gonna work or not, but let me try. Telnet is a protocol, right? So you can use it something like this: telnet colon slash slash. Okay, localhost at port 30,000. Let's see if it would actually work. Oh, it works. Cool. So many ways you can solve this and save it and move on to the next level. Bandit 15. Right. Let me just. Okay. Cool, right? Let's move on to the next one. So bandit 14 is done. Bandit 15 would not require all of these things. Okay. Change my rank. Change my rank. All right. Control C. Change this rank to 9,500 and change this rank to 87. Okay, so there are 86 country rank people in front of me. So let's move forward. Bandit 16. So what do I do now? Let's see. Okay. So this time password for the next level can be retrieved by submitting the password for the current level to port 30,001 on localhost SSL encryption. All right. Thank you. Vedant. So this time SSL is there, right? So if SSL is there, you can transfer data using SSL encryption while using OpenSSL. Okay, so OpenSSL, and here you have to connect to a client, right? So you say S client, and where should and what should this client do? This client should connect. Okay, so connect where? Localhost to 30,001. Okay, and this is the format actually. Okay, so OpenSSL, and what should OpenSSL use? It should connect to S client, so you need to connect, right? So you need to say slash connect and localhost 30,001. So let's see. Okay, it's not stored here. Where is it? All right, it says correct, and this is how you use SSL encryption. Okay, so you can actually read this. This is good information, but I don't think it's gonna accomplish anything. So this certificate chain, it's using RSA encryption, so which means public and private keys. So this is a server certificate, which is a public key of the server, and once it reaches to this location, we would actually send something. So it says post handshake, new session ticket arrived. So all of this happens, and once it is done, it's gonna read something from us. Okay, this is again read R block. All right, too much information. So let's say exit, and did we save it? Yes or no? No. Bandit 16. Yep. Now it's saved. All right. Let's update the score. Okay, cool. 9226. Control C, and no country rank changed. Okay, cool. Let's move to the next one. All right, it's between the range of 31,000 and 32,000 in localhost. We don't know which port it is, so and then find out which of them use SSL and which don't. There's only one server that gives an next credentials. Okay, so what do we do this time? So you can try to use a range of ports, right? So first thing you need to do is you need to say nmap localhost /p and port range, right? 31,000 to 32,000, and it's gonna give the open ports between those ranges. Okay, so for each one you have to say that, you know, netcat localhost or something like that. Should I use netcat? I don't think so. I think I should use OpenSSL, something like that. Okay, so let's use OpenSSL because only one of them actually uses SSL. They said something related to SSL, right? So find out which one speaks SSL and which don't, and let's say connect localhost port, this one. What? Okay. So can I just store this somewhere so that I don't have to go back each time? All right. So 31,406 and it gives nothing. So there is no encryption here, right? So let's use the second one, which is this. The 345. This. Oh my god. So many things. All right. 31406. So why does it not copy that one as well? Okay. Okay, we can read something here. So let's paste the password and nothing. It just spits out, it's something like an echo command that's running here. Okay, so we don't care about that. So let's go to the next one, which is this one. 1 2 3 4 5. Paste, enter, and nothing. Okay, let's go to the next one. Control C, 3 4 5, enter. And this one is again reading something from us. Control C, paste, enter. Okay, now it gave us, it says it's correct. Okay, so it gave us a RSA private key. So we can do similar to what we have done before. Okay, so let's open a new tab, and you don't have to do this in a new tab. You can actually do it somewhere else in the same by exiting. Okay, so anyway, let's use the same thing, and we already have this SSH private key, right? So you can actually um, remove this SSH private key, and you can say Control A or just delete it, something like this. You can delete it. Okay, you cannot delete. Okay, it's not writable, sorry. So you have to first say it is writable, right? Or else you can simply create a new file, nano key, and paste it, and Control X, Y, enter. So and then chmod 400 key. Okay, now SSH bandit this one, and it's bandit 17, right? And say /I key, and this would automatically log us in to this one, right? And then we say vchel. This would actually solve it. All right. Okay, 9031. Let me update it. And did I get, okay, no country rank change. Don't use OpenSSL, but it is SSL encrypted. So you have to use OpenSSL for connecting. So you say netcat. So what would be the command? So netcat and localhost 30,001, something like that. I don't think it will work. um, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you. Exit. So netcat local host, this one, right? And when you paste this password, What do we get? Nothing. So so it should be able to understand the SSL encryption. So we have to use OpenSSL in the form of S client. Okay, so that's it, and exit key. We have already typed VCHL, so we don't have to worry about it. Now what do? Let's go to cat/etc /bandit underscore pass bandit 17. So we need the password for 17. This is the password for 17, and we don't need all of this. We simply say bandit 17, this one. All right, so exit, clear. Now, okay, so forgot to solve the lab. All right. Okay, so I think this one's an easy one. They want to teach us how to use differences between old file and new file. So how can we do that? You can use diff passwords.old passwords.new. You can do this, which means this is the password in the old file, this is the password in the new file. Okay, or hmm. Okay, this one is a weird solution, I would say. So mktemp, this would actually create a file. So I'm gonna say chmod 777 for this file. It's not a directory, it's a file. So now I'm gonna say passwords.old passwords.new and then redirect the output to this. So what I'm basically saying is copy this whole file and copy this whole file in the same order. Okay, so this one and this one are same. Okay, uh, I'm sorry, so this one comes first and this one comes later, and the output will be going to this file, right? So now you have this file, right? So this file has so many things, so many passwords starting from this file and this file. But now what you do is you have to sort it, okay, just like you did it for unique. Okay, now you say sort it and unique -u. So what this basically does is it just sorts the same category of, I mean the same um, similar words, I would say, or similar characters from this file and this file, joins them both, and keep it adjacent to each other, and then this unique -u will eliminate all of those common fields, and whatever is remain, it will remain from this one and this one. So basically this would give the solution, right? So let me see the differences. Okay, so as you can see, based on the order, this comes first, but actually the password is this one, right? Password from the new file. So it's just like it's a bit complicating things, but that's another solution. So you can try both and figure out which one actually exists. So let's exit out of this and let's see if this is the bandit 18, and let's see SSH. Let's remove the key. Paste. Which, oh shoot, what did it say? It says bye bye. Hmm. So what do I do in this case? So you basically run the command and see if the command's actually running, right? Okay, so you can actually see a readme file over here. So I just typed ls at the end. That would actually run the command once it reaches the shell. Okay. So now what you can do is you can type cat readme and paste the password. Okay, so we now have the password right away, right? So you can use this password to log in, or let me do one thing. Let me type vshell and see if it actually executes this command as well. Okay. Okay, sorry. So I just copied the wrong password, I guess. Bandit 19. Oh no. Okay, it says result success. You can actually run which, okay, whatever command you can execute. That's pretty cool. So let me just reload and reload. Let me update it here. Cancel. Okay, div new old, don't use openness, div new old, vim v term small size, right? Lol, you cheating bandit. All right. Anyway, did we change country rank? No, it's just global rank that is changed. Oh, hi Kelvin. What's up? I hope you're enjoying. Okay, so it just not in letting us in. So what we can do, you can actually try to um, bring up a shell, something like slash bin slash sh or slash bash. Um, let's see if sh actually works. Oh, I did not copy the password. Oh, there's no password. Okay, this one. Cool. So this one, again the same password. Okay, so looks like it's just hanging there, right? So I think we got a shell. Let me type ls. Okay, so we got a shell. So you can actually slash etc slash bandit underscore pass bandit 18 19, I think 19, 19, right? Oh no, it's 18, I guess. 18. Okay, so let me type the same thing, but let me type 19 and see if it actually works. I don't think it would work because that would be cheating. Okay, permission denied. All right, cool. So anyway, we got the password from bandit 19. So let's say 19 and take the password from here. Okay, we got shell for 19. All right. Yeah, good to know, Kelvin. And yeah, uh, you can actually create your own ranking here. So that's actually be helpful for people who actually solve CTFs, because they can keep their ranks going on, right? So it's like you can use that to um, just say that I hold this much rank worldwide, or this much rank in my own country, or something like that, right? So that would actually help to get better jobs or even higher pay, something like that. So that's what our intention. So we shall okay. Okay, it's 735 and we got this. And we also have ranking of 86, and that's pretty cool. And let's see, I'm gonna just do one more and we'll just stop it right there. Okay. And what do I do? Okay, so bandit 20. And so if I run this, I can run as ID or something like that. So UID is bandit 19, but GID also bandit 19, but effective user ID is this one because it's a part of bandit 19. Okay, so effective user ID bandit 20, so slash etc slash bandit underscore pass bandit 20, and permission denied. What the hell? Okay. Oh, sorry. So I have to say something like cat, right? Cool. So let's copy, paste bandit 20, this one, control S, and exit. Bandit 20. All right. We shall, let's see. Okay, 8345. Good number. Okay, cool. So finish 12 till 20, and we'll continue from tomorrow. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. And Kelvin, just a small chat. Like, how many of these? Do you hold a rank in VHL.net? Uh, just just curious. And if you hold a rank, you can actually join us here in groups. And here we have HM Cyber Academy over here. Okay, so you can click on join and you can be a part of. Okay, so okay, yeah. So did you solve over the wire challenges, and how many of them did you solve? Did you solve all of them, or I'll try to join. Okay, cool. So from tomorrow I'll chat with ultra low latency and see if it actually works. So I have an option with ultra low latency. I should actually see if it actually works. Anyway, so did you solve? Yeah, I've tried solve bandits natives challenge. Okay. Yeah. So Yeah, it would be really good if you just solve all of these things. Okay, so each one is different. First one is Linux, next one is web security, that too server side web security, and this one is like debugging, cryptography, and this one is buffer overflow. This one is also that. So many other things. So this would be actually a really good platform to learn a lot of things about technology and how code actually works, application actually works, how can you debug, and buffer overflows, all those things. So yep, and all right, I'll just close this close this live stream, and I'll continue from tomorrow. Tomorrow probably we'll just finish up the rest of the levels because it's only 33. So we'll start from 21 and finish up with this. So that's gonna actually give us a huge bump in the rank. Yeah, sure. You can check the description, Kelvin. You can check the description. We actually have a course that's coming up, and that would actually help a lot of students. And if you're not from India, then you have to join using PayPal or something as of now. Okay, so yeah, you can ask for guidelines in Telegram, and the group is very friendly. You can or you can just join tomorrow live stream with us, and you can ask whatever questions you like. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.